Hello there, this is Janet Sowers and I work at Sewingly Yours in Louisville, and this is the second part of the 4-thread overlock video that I wanted to show you. This one will not be nearly as long. I was hoping to try to keep these under about 10 minutes, but that first one went long, so these will be a little bit shorter. So these are the types of things that you can do with a 4-thread overlock. I have just 2 pieces of quilting cotton, and I'm going to just put them right sides together, put them under my presser foot, and I'm just to the right, if you can see it. I'm not sure I can get you to do it, but I'm just to the left, actually, just to the left of the cutting blade, and this will make a perfect 1/4 inch seam. I have the settings. The width is set on an M, and the length is set on 2.5. So that's your normal setting. 2.5 is your normal setting for sewing. And I'm sorry, my voice is going away. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sew this seam. And I'm going to do another one on quilting, but this is what it looks like. Now, a tip right here, if I wanted to leave all of these other threads the same, but I wanted my thread that shows from the right side, see where it's that navy or blue, it's like a royal blue. If I wanted that to show like white or black, because this is white or black, you could do either one, but I would probably go with white. I would just change that 02 needle to white, and then, or the 01 needle, I'm sorry, the left needle I would change to white, and then it would, whenever you open it up, you can see that it would show the white. But let me show you the stitch again. So if we're looking at it, the left needle is blue, right needle is orange, my upper looper on the top, hence upper, is my left thread, and on the bottom is my pink thread. And you want it to just kiss at the edge, which is perfectly what it's doing. So you can do this to make like 4 patches. You can do it in your quilting. You can do all kinds of things with that. So that's that little sample. My next sample is using, and I don't have any scissors over here. I'll grab some scissors. Hang on just a second. Sorry, I knocked the camera out of whack. Like I said, this is not by any means a professional setup. It's just some quick and easy video things I wanted to do. We have questions, a lot of questions, and with the COVID right now, we can't have people in classes, and so anyway, I just wanted to start shooting some videos so we can point people, and maybe you can still learn even though you're not in class with us. So bear with me and just say kind words is all I ask. So anyway, this is just plain old knit, and this is one of the things that you can do with the 4-thread overlock. You can, and people don't know this. We used to, years ago when I was in my 20s and teens, we used to do a lot of our own sewing with knits, and we used to make rib knit t-shirts, and this is the way we would put these on. So I'm going to cut a little circle out of here, or like a neckline. This is going to be like a neckline, And so I have plain old jersey knit, and this is rib knit. I'm going to fold it over. And knits, a serger will work beautifully on knits, but people don't make clothes like they used to. So if we can encourage people to get back into that, that would be great. What I would normally do is section this off and do it a little bit better, but this is just a sample just so you can sort of see what happens. And I'm going to try to adjust the camera so you can, it's not going to be perfect, I will just say that, but you can sort of tell what I'm heading to. But normally you would quarter off the blouse or the shirt, and then you would quarter off the ribbing, and everything would be like in a circle. And then you just match up those quarters, and you would stretch the rib knit. So I'm going to start sewing here, and I'm just going to stretch this rib knit. You try not to stretch the bottom, but you would stretch the rib knit. Like I said, this is just a sample. It's not anything, but this is what it would look like. And I know you have t-shirts that have like rib knit. And here again, since this is the blue thread on the top, if I had white in there, it wouldn't show. But that's the sample of the rib knit. And Sew English, it's SOSEW English. If you are interested in knits, that's a good place to go. They have very good discounted, and then Sewingly Yours has a few knits, and we're trying to maybe get back into doing some clothing sewing, but that's what that looks like, and it actually looks pretty good. All right, so that's that. Another thing you can do, these are samples from our class, and I didn't make my samples in class. I thought I would make my samples and record them, and so y'all could see what I was doing. But this is another sample, putting twill tape in, and I need to change feet with this one. Let me change feet right quick. I'm having my clear foot on, which most of this you can do with the clear foot, but I'm changing out and putting this foot on. It's just a standard foot where I can run this twill tape. I'll probably run it right here. See where this little thing is, I'll run. In fact, let me just do it this way, would be better, before I put it back on. So I'm going to run the twill tape. What this is going to do is put twill tape into the shoulder seam. So you don't necessarily do this a lot with wovens, although you probably could if you had a stretchy fabric. But this is a way to do it with knits. So I'm putting the twill tape in that little hole, and I'm pulling it through to the back, and then I'm going to put the foot on the machine. And I'm putting my fabric just, right sides together. And this will sew the twill tape. Gotta get it straightened up here again. The needles, hang on a second, gotta get it straightened. And tweezers are a wonderful thing with sewing machines, with sergers, well, and with sewing machines too. The sergers, sometimes you just can't get back there. The Triumph, the great thing about the Triumph is it does have a 5-inch throat space, and some of your other sergers do not. So I have room to get in over here. It's wonderful to be able to do that. So this is going to lay on top. I hope you can sort of see what's going on here. I hope. but this just sews that on and it stabilizes that shoulder seam. This is knit, so you can see that it's stabilizing that shoulder seam. And again, don't expect perfection, because I am trying to work with the camera and trying to do a halfway decent job with this, so it's not going to be perfect. But those were the things that we did with the 4-thread overlock. I will be posting a little handout that goes with this. But the other kinds of things that you can do with the 4-thread overlock is just about anything you can do with your sewing machine, as far as stitching your seams together, that sort of thing. But garments you can do. I use the 4-thread overlock a lot for tote bags and zippered pouches, purses, that sort of thing. I want a stronger seam that I can get it on a sewing machine, so I do that. I also quilt with the 4-thread overlock, and the latest, what they say is you have an unlimited bobbin. You don't have to stop and refill your bobbin all the time, so that makes it sort of nice. You can also quilt with the 3-thread overlock, and you can also quilt with chain stitch. I also put my binding on for my quilting items. It stabilizes that side, each of the sides, it stabilizes that, and then if you take it to, you can put fusible on one of the bottom looper, under the lower looper, and then you could take it to the iron and iron it and turn it over and fuse that down, and then go to the sewing machine and stitch it down. And I hope to do a video on that. But you can also use this on table runners, pillows, those hot dog pillows that you do. This is a wonderful thing to do with that. Pillowcases, placemats, other home deck kind of things, and whatever else you can think of. So I will post a little handout that goes with it. And I do want to say one more thing about the automatic thread delivery, which is the system that the serger, the Baby Lock serger, uses. This is my handout that I'll be posting. But it's one of the best features of the Baby Lock sergers, and you don't have to worry about adjusting tension or those tension knobs. And the machine knows the thickness of the thread and the fabric, and automatically makes the proper adjustments for the best balanced stitches. And the stitch selector, the ABCD, sets the proper settings for the desired stitch. And your upper, lower, and really your needles, any of your 4 items can be threaded in any order. So I hope you will pick up a few tips from these videos. Like I said, we can't have a whole lot of people in the store right now with COVID going on, so I'm just trying to figure out a way to get some information to you and let you learn. It's not professional. Well, I guess it's sort of halfway professional, but it's not perfect. Let's put it that way. And don't expect perfection, because I'm not going to spend a lot of money on high-dollar cameras and that sort of thing. But anyway, thanks for your patronage to Sewingly Yours. We appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, happy sewing.